Hello and welcome to WOW's Operation Replays. Today we have another replay from our dear friend DeathWing on Cherry Blossom in Gorizia. Now teammates Nebraska, Tirpitz, Duke of York, Helena, Benson, and Leningrad. He sent this to me on the forums and he does not like this ship. He said he just doesn't like this ship. I like this ship though. I really do like Gorizia. I think it's a really good ship. And reason I give Gorizia that is because it has German hydro. It's one of the few ships that get this kind of hydro. The only ships that really ever come close to it besides Gorizia are, well, Loyang and Siliwangi. Those are the only ones that have that kind of similar hydro, but it gets German hydro and Italian. It gets Sap, AP, smoke exhaust, and a German hydro. So it's a pretty good, strong ship. The DPM is pretty bad, but abusing the other skills really works well. But it works really well with all the rest of it. And it has pretty flat arcs too. The only downside is that Sap at this angle, well, bounces. That's the only real downside. The Sap does great on broadsides, but when you get that slight angle on your target, it bounces. Or even if it's bow on, it just doesn't do anything. Sap needs, well, basically perfect broadsides to do it. Like right there, that was about a perfect broadside, and that's about 8,000 damage. So that's a lot of good XP right there. He should pick this kill up. Yep, does pick it up. So 12,000 on the first wave, 2 kills, not bad. But very respectable, since that is 12,000 damage on DDs. Now, if he had AP loaded, he could actually Citadel it from here. Don't be surprised that even at this range, this AP is very good. So you can still Citadel, especially in Myoko at this range. So keep that in mind. You don't have to shoot Sap. You can shoot AP. I've done it, it works. You may not get like wonderful salvos, like a battleship, but, you know, you'll take chunk damage off of it. Looks like the Nebraska's going in on the other Myoko. Judging by that bomb hit on the other one, it looks like the Myoko took out most of the planes, or it just got very unlucky. Like, he can switch to AP now. Like, he's basically on the broadside. Honestly, you could leave that other DD alone. I'm pretty sure those torps will hit it. Oh, no. No, they won't. They would have if the Myoko hadn't died. Okay, Benson picks up one DD. And the Leningrad shooting the other DD. Good, good. That's interesting how it's like 3 ships going for those little cruisers up north. The Nebraska, Helena, and a Duke of York. Again, like if he had AP loaded, he could do at least a 10 to 15k salvo on this Myoko at point blank range. Like, the AP works, so don't be afraid to use the AP. I would honestly just let the battleships have the cruiser and just shoot the DD. There's the AP, but it's too angled now. Don't fire. It's gonna die before you shells even hit it. Yep, Helena gets it. I mean, of course, we all want to snag that kill from people at times, but think of it this way. It's just a little bit of damage. It's not going to, like, be like, oh my god. And if you got a full health DD there with Sap, I mean, why don't you take it? Now, there's the German Hydro coming into effect. He is caught in the Hydro range. So, once he closes, like, 6.1 out, he will go dark. But, yeah, he ain't going dark.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
I'm curious to see if someone dies from these DDs, though. Ooh, looks like Helena got a really nice shot. Oh, yep, there's the torps. And is someone gonna take them? Helena took a torp. One more torp and he's dead.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Those were probably from the Shiryatsu. Oh, there's the other torps. Yeah, I don't know if Helena's gonna make that escape. Yeah, he ain't making it out. He dead. Nope, he not dead yet. He just barely crushed. He turned out just in time to avoid those torps.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Sad. You know, the one thing I like about playing randoms with randoms is I like to see who dies. I mean, it's more damage for me, but it's always interesting to see how people die. I mean, let's be honest. Do they get death struck? Do they make mistakes and get hit by torps? I mean, it's always interesting to see how people die. But everyone's still alive. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, a little tired. Now the planes are coming in. Let's see who gets plane kills. Oh, well, Mr. Nebraska is not having a good time, though. Not having a good time at all. Again, that's the strength of why I don't consider those hybrids that strong, because you see his health. Let's bring it up for you. He's lost about two-thirds of his health. And he's out of the repair circle. And if he keeps charging in there, everything will just focus them down. That's why they're not that strong. That whole flight deck is basically their weakness. And if you can exploit that in any ship, they're not that strong. I mean, their whole playstyle revolves around them being medium to long range. They can't really get in close because they get focused and their health just evaporates. That's why you don't really see them in randoms that much. You see them every now and then, but I haven't seen them as much. It's probably because it's like the player base knows that they die real quickly, so they just grind them real quickly and then they just shelf them in port. I mean, let's be honest. We all have those tier 10s in our port that just gather dust. Not everyone. Everyone has their favorite ships, even I. The ships that we just like to play and feel comfortable playing, and the rest just gather dust. That's just how it is. But is that a respectable 72,000? Let's see if those... Yep, there's the Citadel. See, the AP does work. You don't have to be close in this thing. Wait for it, yep. And let's see if he snags the Aoba. Nope. Damage says nope. Ironically, if that had been Sap, it probably would have killed it. I would call that last one a bad shot. He is turning into him, so he might... Yep, just an overpin. But it was still a pretty good shot. Yeah, Benson's going down. There's no way Benson's letting him. Gets a nice 5k salvo on there. Just solid pins, no Citadel. Yeah, Benson's at like 3k. Yep, there goes Benson. Ironically, but the Duke of York does take out the Aoba. I guarantee you will see either if DeathWing doesn't get that cruiser, we're going to see a battleship salvo coming in to kill it. Or a DD salvo. But if those hit, he should have it. Yep, he does get it.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Let's see, does he... He does have gun feeder on there. He does pick up that kill. So he's just almost pressed the 100,000 mark. At this point, it's just a free fall. Just charge in and get the damage. No one's gone for the, It's a really beautiful salvo with Sap on that Shiryatsu. Chirpin picks up that one.
Smoke generator started.
I would probably pop Hydro, honestly. There's a Hydro.
City's on fire.
It's a nice little salvo there on that DD. Leningrad picks it up. Leningrad's gonna die. I mean, it's gonna be. If you can avoid those torps, he is driving into him, but oddly enough, odds enough, he'll avoid him. Yep. Let's see if the Leningrad avoids him. It's a little close on his part. That's the only downside about one of the Gorizias is the DPM, and then it doesn't have torps. If that was a Kuma, he would have Citadel'd it. I would have just stuck with Sap, honestly. The shell between the switch time, there's really no point. Unless you've got Sanzanetti and can switch like instantly fast, there's no point. But he's gotten a lot of good damage on the DDs, that's for sure. Ooh, almost 10,000 on that DD. Double secondary kill on the DDs for Chirpit, so good for him. The cruiser, which one's that? Oh, the Nebraska. He probably has that aim bug going on. I will say that is probably one of the worst bugs that I've seen from wargaming. Is the, you know, you shoot but you can't shoot. I can deal with the whole, you know, desync one, but the whole, this aim bug is just bad. I mean, that one's pretty bad. That just ruins the game experience. Picks up another DD. He's gonna. I mean, he's
destroyer.
162,000, but we can magnify that damage in XP up probably another 30,000 because it's a third of it's been on like DDs. So ideally, he's done in terms of XP wise and damage wise. He's done at least 200,000 damage. I mean, when you look at it that way. In terms of like a normal ship would have to do. Nice 6K salvo though. And that is the power of Italian Sap. Now, I've tried that. It doesn't work. I think. Oh, it does work. I'm thinking of the one in Narai. Yeah, the one in Narai, it doesn't work. But the AA defenses, it does work on. Ironic, I guess the AA defenses are just light enough that the Sap still pins. Still, really respectable. 172,000. 5 stars. Really respectable. Really good.